Many actors are typecast and only find themselves playing very specific roles, but other performers are renowned for their ability to shapeshift from movie to movie. Often this involves drastic changes in body weight and appearance. Today we're looking at the craziest celebrity transformations of all time. We all know the tabloid world has been watching eagerly for years for signs that 65-year-old Bruce Jenner was transitioning into a woman. She is now known as Caitlyn Jenner, and her physical form finally matches the identity that she has felt all her life. Caitlyn Jenner transitioned in 2015, coming out on that now infamous cover of Vanity Fair with the iconic "Call Me Caitlyn" headline. That issue was published in June 2015, while in July 2015 she held a renaming ceremony, adopting her new name Caitlyn Marie Jenner. Her name and gender were legally changed in September of that year, and she completed gender reassignment surgery in 2017. Speaking in her book, The Secrets of My Life, Caitlyn explained how liberated she felt going under the knife, saying, "The surgery was a success, and I feel not only wonderful, but liberated. I'm going to live authentically for the first time in my life." The reality star and Olympic athlete spoke about how she broke the news to her family when she became Caitlyn, especially her 10 adopted and biological children. She says, "I'm very proud of my life. I was with Ashton Eaton the other day, who won the last 2 Olympic decathlons in a row, and I told him, I've got a double too. I won the Olympic decathlon, and I also got Glamour Woman of the Year award, so that's one that I'm very proud of." And I told him, "Don't you dare break that." And so I'm proud that finally, after a long journey, I can finally live my life authentically and move forward and be happy. Michael Jackson is debatably the biggest pop star of all time, but he also had some serious eccentricities and struggled to determine his own identity. For all his towering influence as a recording artist, Michael Jackson lives in the popular consciousness not only as a huge talent, but as a shadowy figure of intense self-conflict, a man who spent his career in flight from his audience, the world, and himself. He didn't want to be Michael Joseph Jackson, said J. Randy Taraborelli, who has followed Jackson's career for 3 decades and wrote an unauthorized biography. He just wanted to be something else, and he went about the business of doing that. Indeed, there are no shortage of theories from plastic surgery experts and biographers like Taraborelli about the possible nature and number of surgeries behind Jackson's changing appearance, and the reasons they believe the star did it. As the makeovers became more extreme, the public seemed to become ever more fascinated. Jackson ever seemed to tease his fans about the color of his skin in the music video Black or White, but the lyrics were no confirmation he was changing his skin color, according to Jackson, who told Oprah Winfrey in 1993 that the changing color of his skin was the result of a disease called vitiligo. "I have a skin disorder that destroys the pigmentation of the skin," Jackson told Winfrey. "It's something that I cannot help, okay? But when people make up stories that I don't want to be who I am, it hurts me." This may be true, but most experts are skeptical. Over the course of his life, he bleached his skin and underwent numerous plastic surgeries that left him unrecognizable. Like it or not, Joker, which follows the transformation of Arthur Fleck, played by Joaquin Phoenix, a down-and-out clown and aspiring comic, into the villainous Joker, cleaned up this award season. Most of the love has gone to Joaquin Phoenix, who has already won several awards for his performance. Phoenix lost 52 pounds for the role, a process that he suggested informed his performance. "The first thing for us was the weight loss," said Phoenix when Joker debuted at the Venice Film Festival. "I think that's really what I started with. And as it turns out, that then affects your psychology. You start to go mad when you lose that amount of weight in that amount of time." Director Todd Phillips said he offered up a nutritionist to Joaquin Phoenix to help him execute their vision for Arthur Fleck to get skinny for the role, but the actor made the simple choice to starve himself and live off of apples. Now, this could be an exaggeration, but the actor once told Access Hollywood word for word that it wasn't an apple a day, explaining that he also had lettuce and steamed green beans in his diet as well. He jokingly complained about Todd Phillips having his favorite pretzels in his office while he was trying to lose the weight. If anyone knows about hard times, it's The Rock. He says that in the big moments, he always remembers the hard times, putting things into perspective and finding gratitude in every situation. Whatever he's doing, it seems to be working. Rock went from a no-name CFL player to the face of WWE. He struggled in Hollywood early, but clearly that's another obstacle he would conquer, becoming the biggest and most popular star in the industry today. However, we cannot distinguish these two personas so easily, since Dwayne's acting career started the first time he entered the ring. It is pretty obvious that WWE has a lot more acting and fake punches than real combat, so WWE is more performance than sport. The Rock was only playing roles that were assigned to him, and he was walking between a hero and a villain with the goal to become the people's champion later on. As you can see, since his wrestling days, Johnson committed to giving the people what they want. Though he certainly had a muscular build when he was a wrestler, Johnson has since become totally ripped and is one of the most built actors in Hollywood. Nicki Minaj is one of the biggest rappers of her generation. If you've ever seen her, it might shock you to hear that the rap superstar denies having gone under the knife. She slammed rumors in an interview with Extra, claiming, "I've never had surgery on my face. God, it's makeup, people." Despite being under the public eye with over 107 million followers on Instagram, Nicki has kept details of her private life hidden in plain sight. In an interview with E! Online, she admitted that she wasn't always so flashy and fierce. "Before my first album, I used to have a natural look. Only my really underground followers knew that side of me." Nowadays, the super bass lady boss is famous for her chart-topping hits, out-of-this-world fashion, colorful wigs, and controversial twerking performances. Nicki has come a long way from her humble beginnings in the Bronx. From Red Lobster waitress to glamorous hip-hop legend, she's grown in more ways than one. Though no one really knows if she had plastic surgery, her image has certainly changed over the decades. Probably the contemporary actor most closely associated with dramatic shifts in body type, Christian Bale has proven to be a shapeshifter in numerous roles. Of course, Hollywood has the ability to change body type using prosthetics, costumes, and CGI, but Bale is a bit of an obsessive actor who remains determined to perform remarkable feats of physical metamorphosis. No movie has a more dramatic weight loss than 2004's The Machinist. Losing 63 pounds in total, Bale wanted to embody a deeply unhealthy character who hasn't slept in months. The Christian Bale weight loss diet consisted of an apple and a can of tuna fish per day. Occasionally, he used Anne Hathaway's weight loss strategy of eating just 2 thin squares of dried oatmeal paste. It's also reported that Bale drank a lot of coffee, chewed gum, smoked cigarettes, and ate salads to prepare for his role. This feat is even more remarkable because Bale became extremely muscular for his role in the Batman franchise and gained 40 pounds for his role in Vice. Strangest of all, the film's producers had no expectation that he attempt these wild body modifications. The motivation came solely from Bale himself. If there's any celebrity who has proven themselves to be a true agent of change, it's Khloe Kardashian. The 34-year-old mama has gone through quite the physical metamorphosis over the years, and she has emerged a truly beautiful butterfly. Not to say she wasn't beautiful to begin with, but you can't deny it's fun to look back and see someone like Coco's humble beginnings. Her transformation is truly one for the books. According to the reality TV star, "I can't believe how far I've come. I almost can't believe that was me." If you've lost your motivation, don't beat yourself up about it. Negative thoughts only turn into negative realities. By keeping positive about your body, your inner health, your mental sanity, your fitness, and what you're trying to achieve, you're way more likely to succeed. My fitness journey was for myself and myself alone, on my terms and on my timeline. Cheers to us becoming better than we were yesterday. Jonah Hill must be feeling really motivated in the gym these days. After debuting a much slimmer figure back in 2016, the Academy Award-nominated actor has continued his weight loss quest. A few months later, Hill's physique looks almost unrecognizable compared to his burly figure in films like Superbad, The Sitter, and This Is the End, making for quite the body transformation. In an honest sit-down interview with Ellen DeGeneres, the 34-year-old actor said growing up in the spotlight left him vulnerable to criticisms about his body. "I think everybody has a version of themselves. I call it a snapshot. At some point in life, you're trying to hide from the world. Even if you get success or grow up or become good-looking or whatever, you kind of carry some part of that with you," he told DeGeneres. "For me, it's definitely being like this 14-year-old kid being overweight, wanting to fit in with these skaters and hip-hop kids, and just feeling lonely, and maybe not understanding my own worth." It's not like Hart wasn't fit when he first started as a stand-up comedian, but he was, as he said in his Men's Fitness cover story, in fake shape. "I looked like I was in shape, but then you'd take off my shirt and it was like, no. Ron Boss Everline has been traveling with Hart for 2 years now, helping the 36-year-old Hollywood headliner get lean and strong. And when he's not putting Hart through his daily paces, Everline also runs his own company, Just Train, catering to clients like Neo, Trey Songz, Christina Milian, and Derek Johnson. Chris Pratt's ability to make us laugh hasn't changed much at all throughout the years, but his body certainly has. A shirtless Pratt in his latest movie, Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 2, has revealed some impressive abs from the Hollywood star, a far cry from the body we saw during the Parks and Recreation days. Pratt's workouts included P90X, running, swimming, boxing, and kickboxing, and he even completed a triathlon. With the help of a personal trainer and nutritionist, the actor increased his caloric intake to 4,000 calories a day and drank tons of water. "I was peeing all day long every day. That part was a nightmare," Pratt told a magazine. In the end, the results were worth it.